Welcome everyone. In this video we are going to look at making our own pub package. So what we'll be doing is taking a previous video that I made where we made this splash effect and then trying to incorporate this or change it to be a package on its own. So something that anyone can just quickly add into their app. Please note, I'm recording this at the end of the video. There are some snags as we go along. I was doing the entire publishing process live to see what snags or what errors I encountered and then to work those through on screen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it motivates you to publish your own packages. So Android Studio supports the capability to, instead of generating a new Flutter application, you can generate the skeleton for a new pub package. So I'll quickly show you where you can do that. You can go into File, New Flutter Project, and then you can see you have the option for an application, a plugin, or a package. A plugin is if you work with the Android and iOS APIs. What we want is a package. So this is when you create something like a widget. So it's purely Dart. Then hit next. And here you can define the name and a description. I've already done that, so I'm going to say cancel. And then instead just run you through what I did to create the package. By default, all of the files were generated. The only file that I added was the splash.dart file. So if we go to splash.dart, this is the exact file that was from the previous video. This is the splash widget that we made. So we will be exporting the functionality as is for our library. Then if we go to the main file, you can see it's not called main.dart. It's going to be called splashtap.dart. So this is the file that users will be importing into their applications. Here you can see that we specified this file as a library file. So this exposes this file to the package. And then you can see I'm exporting the splash.dart file. And that is technically all we need to do to get up and running. Next, there are three other files that you need to be concerned of. The first is the license. By default, this is an empty file just marked as to do. I stole this license from another well-known package and just changed the name to Fun with Flutter. Next is the README file. In this file, you can add some nice visual markup to help users use your package. Something else you can also do is you can add a examples folder, and then in the examples folder, obviously give them an example. I'm not going to do that. For now, this package is still pretty straightforward. As I said, I'm copy pasting this exactly as it was in the previous video, so it is pretty straightforward to use. And for now, I'm just using this as an example. I might extend this in the future. Then the final file that you need to be concerned about is the pubsec.yaml file. As you can see, there are a number of properties already specified. We have the name, the description, the version, the author, and the homepage. If any of these are omitted, then the command to publish the package will fail. So to give you an example, before we actually do a publish, let's do a dry run. The flag to say dry run, what this does, it does an analysis on the files to make sure everything is in place before we actually do a proper publish. So as an example, I will omit the homepage and hit run. You can see that there are missing requirements. The pubsec YAML is missing homepage field. So let's add the homepage again. Just for interest, the homepage is literally just a repository I created on GitHub called SplashTap. Later, once the package is published, I will upload the source code to this repository. So that said, we technically have everything in place to satisfy the minimum requirements to upload a package. So let us do that. So instead of giving the dry run flag, we will just say publish. Looks great. Yes, we want to continue. Okay, in a web browser, go to authorize. Okay, so as you can see, the link failed because it is cutting it off at that point. So instead, we'll just copy paste the end and then add it to the end. And then the pub authorized successfully. So going back, we can see waiting for authorization, authorization received, uploading, successfully uploaded our package. So let's see if we can find the package on the pub store. Fail. Okay, so the pub store just needed a second to add this new package to its catalog. So yeah, if we search for Splash Tap now, you can see there we have our package, 0.0.1, the baby package. And then here is our help file. And yeah, you can see the repository is linked. I still need to upload the code to GitHub. There is installing instructions. This was also generated. There's a versions tab and the changelog. So I didn't touch on the changelog. Normally, as you do updates to your package, then you can modify this changelog to say this version adds this feature or whatever. So yeah, let's try and incorporate this in our app. I haven't actually tested if it works. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna copy paste this code as is because I want to test if it works. Okay, so we have our default Flutter application. We're gonna remove this and then copy paste the example that we put on pub. As you can see, we don't have the package yet, so we're gonna go pubsec.yaml and then we need to add that dependency. Hit save and see if it's loading fine. Perfect. Okay, we no longer have error messages. Hit save and then we can hit run. Okay, and let's see the moment of truth. Hit click, and hey, it's working. But it's also giving exceptions. Handler on tap. Oh, okay, so this is why you test your code. In the Splash widget, we have this property to define a on tap. And currently I'm not doing null checks. So I'm not checking if the actual tap that's being passed in is null or not. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing null checks on that. So yeah, that's a good reason why you should test your code before publishing. It should be fine if we hit save now. Scroll down to the bottom. Let's try a hot restart. Okay, now it's no longer giving issues. So let's just print. I just want to see if this actually gets printed or not. No, hot restart. Okay, now we have the print. Okay, yeah, so again, this is why you double check your code. There's clearly still a lot that's left desired with this package. One thing that I do need to investigate is how we will change the ontap method so that it's no longer relying on a hot reload. If I remember correctly, I think we set the onClick or the ontap in the init state method. So yeah, we just need to change some code there to make sure that it's not reliant on a hot reload, and then obviously also do null checks. Other features that I'm planning on adding is adding other ontap methods. So currently it's just on ontap. There's ontap up, ontap down, on drag. There's multiple different gestures that we should be supporting to make this a more fully featured package. But yeah, once I get time, I'll add more of those features. If you feel like you want to help, that would be great. I would love the contribution. But yeah, this video was basically just made to show how easy it is to make a pub package. I actually expected it to be a bit harder, and then during the process of making this video, I saw it was super easy. So yeah, I hope this inspired you to make your own package. If you do ever make something cool, don't be afraid to publish it. And yeah, be better than me, try and test your code. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, cheers.